from Canterbury Trails Farm. Today I'm going to show you a super easy and very versatile dessert that you just make just from apples and cinnamon and sugar and dried fruit, such as I'm going to be using dried cherries. You can use raisins or dried blueberries or whatever you want. You want to core your apples. So I'm just going to take a minute. Alright, so you want to core your apples. Let me core the rest of these. And you also just want to slice off the bottom just a little bit so it sits flat. I'm going to be using a pie pan. You can use a muffin pan. You want to have the center cored out because that's where we're going to put our dried fruit. And you want to get your oven set at 350 preheating. Okay, I have my apples cored. I'm just going to sprinkle. This is just cinnamon and sugar that I have a mixture of. It's like half and half. I'm just going to pour it down in the middle here. Then, like I said, I'm using dried cherries. You just want to fill up your core. Push them in there. I had one of mine split into 4 pieces, so that's Mommy's. So just fill up your core. If you, like I said, you can use raisins, you can use dates, you can use any kind of dehydrated berry. I've also used mandarin oranges right out of a can before, or also sliced oranges. All of those complement the apple well. But I'm a big fan of cherries. I love cherries, so I'm going to use cherries. So make sure you have just fill up your core. Okay, then push them all together. Give it another good sprinkle. And you want to add about a cup of water to the pan. Peel the apples if you want to. I've always just left the peels on because we're going to bake these apples. And we're going to pop it in the 350 preheated oven for about 20 minutes. Alright, 20 minutes later and they are out of the oven. They are. The water, what doesn't evaporate, mixes with the juices and you can pour that over the apples. You can also mix that with a powdered sugar and make and vanilla and make a vanilla sauce if you wanted to. I usually just put each apple in a small bowl or a saucer and pour a little bit of the juice on it. And it's super simple. I also like to sometimes I'll pour a little juice over and then give it another sprinkle of cinnamon and sugar before I put it on the table. So that's a really easy dessert. You could make it without the sugar if you needed to. It's very versatile. You could just use the cinnamon and the different whatever dried fruit or canned fruit you have on hand. Bye.